All right, first up, Sony recently had a state of play. This is, they just went over some new game announcements, some stuff that we knew was coming, talked about a bunch of stuff. Let's run through it real quick. The main thing they talked about was the look at the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game. We got an extended look, more of the gameplay, and it looks amazing. Dude, I have been, we talked about it before. I was on the fence. All right from the start, bam, I'm in, 100% in. They show the Battle Pass. I'm like, I don't know. Gotham Knights came out, and that kind of stunk. So I was like, I was wavering. I watched this trailer. Boom. I'm right back in it, dude. I'm right back at 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? Bam. Straight up.
It looks amazing. Like, I've not even seen the Suicide Squad movies. I've just seen... who's the John Cena character on that Peacemaker?
Yeah.
I love that show. So if he's in this game, I'll buy it for sure. But
you should watch the Suicide Squad movies if you like Peacemaker.
Yeah. I mean, I want to eventually. But but on that subject and this whole the cinematic universe, are you as big of a DC fan as you are Marvel?
So when I was growing up, I was reading comics from a young age, and I mostly read Marvel and Image Comics. And then as an adult, I kind of discovered DC, some of the older stories, and kind of got into those characters a little bit more. And also, the excellent CW shows, Arrow, Flash, those sort of things, they helped to, get me into that world. But, Marvel always, they still have that magic that DC's trying to really capture.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game looks fantastic though.
Yeah. DC seems to be doing things just a little bit different than Marvel, and I'm really into it. This game looks better than most of the Marvel games that I've seen over the past couple of years.
Yeah, they're really leaning into the R-rated stuff, a little bit more violent, a little bit more adult, and I like that. This game definitely looks that. It's it's very violent, it's very funny, and some language. So yeah, I'm excited for this. And they did talk about the that battle pass is only going to be cosmetic battle pass, and then there's going to be all this upgradable stuff. So yeah, we'll see. I'm still hesitant, knowing that this may be games as service-y, but definitely just based on the what we saw from the cutscenes and the story in this, it looks like it's going to have a fantastic story that's already going to get me to be invested in the game. So. They also revealed 3 new Street Fighter 6 characters: Zangief, Lily, and Cammy. Are you a street fighting man?
Nah, fighting games in general are not my area.
Yeah, me either. I always like to play them just to, mostly the Mortal Kombat games I'll play or whatever. And the Injustice games, speaking of DC, those games are fantastic. But yeah, I've never been one to play these, especially when you got to play online against people.
Oh yeah,
not happening. But the game, it looks great, looks a lot of fun. Baldur's Gate 3, they showed a trailer for that, very D&D. They got the classes, they showed some of the fighting, and then the release date August 31st for all those tabletop RPG lovers out there. New Resident Evil 4 remake trailer showed the return of the classic Mercenaries mode from the original game. Destiny 2 Lightfall, that trailer coming out, new game, or that DLC or whatever they call it, comes out February 28th. And then the PSVR 2 games that I talked about earlier, they showed 5 new games coming sometime in the future. One of them looked really strange. What was it? It was Synapse or something like that. Anyways, it's black and white, and there's these pops of color everywhere, and you're shooting these people, and you're using telekinetic powers. Looked really, really cool. There's a game from Isaac Asimov based on his Foundation series, and then a game called Before Your Eyes, where whenever you blink, you jump forward in time. So that one looks really interesting as well. And then new game from the developers of Tetris Effect, a game called Humanity. It's a weird Lemmings style game where there's just all these hundreds of people chasing after a dog. I don't know. It looks weird.
Yeah.
I don't know where
I
that
saw
one
like a
ranks.
rainbow of people for some
Yeah,
reason. It
yeah.
was strange in the trailer.
It was strange. That's going to be out on PS4, PS5, and PSVR too. So I have no idea what that's going to be. And then Shia, we saw they talked about this a while back at maybe like one of the Game Awards or whatever, but it looks really cool. You can go into like these animals and fly around and do all this stuff. But that game is going to be a day one game on the PlayStation Plus Extra. So they're finally taking a page from Game Pass and bringing some new games to the service. So that one will be good. That's on March 21st. Goodbye Volcano High. I was watching the state of play with my wife, and she was like super into this one. It's like a about weird like dinosaur high schoolers.
Dinosaur brony combos.
Yeah, exactly, dude. They're strange looking creatures. But that comes out June 15th. What else? New look at Wayfinder. This is going to be the new, I think it's like a MMO RPG or something. I don't know if it's free to play or what, but it looked interesting. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Nothing really major coming out at this, but showing a lineup of things to come in the near future. Anything anything on there get you excited?
Not exactly. If I had the PlayStation VR 2, maybe so, but I mean, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is about all that's going to do it for me on that list.
I agree. Even as, a huge Sony fanboy as I am, like, sure, it was cool, some cool stuff, but even like the VR titles, like, I was hoping for maybe something a little bit grander. I don't know, maybe like give me another. What I really want, everybody's really wanted a new Astrobot. It was one of the games that came out previously with the PlayStation VR. It was a fantastic game, but we'll see. All right,